Tomorrow marks a homecoming for a musician from Central Maine. Vassalboro native Steph Gilbert has a show at the Waterville Opera House with her band Floydian Trip. The vocalist for the Pink Floyd tribute band spoke with Brittany McHatton about her career and journey back to Maine ahead of tomorrow's show.
We're so excited that you're going to be joining us back here in the Pine Tree State for this upcoming show at the Waterville Opera House. For those who are going to be attending, Steph, can you give us a little preview of what the show is going to be like?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, it's the 50th anniversary of the Wish You Were Here album. So we are going to be playing that from start to finish, along with a bunch of songs from The Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall, and several other albums.
What are your emotions as you prepare to come back to your home state?
I'm super excited. It's really cool to be able to perform right where my family and friends live, and especially because it's my mom's birthday weekend. So her birthday's on Friday, so it's really neat to be able to perform Saturday.
What are your early memories, if you have any, of performing on that very stage?
I actually had childhood dance recitals at the Waterville Opera House. So it's going to be my first time singing on that stage, but I have a lot of memories there.
When you went off in your pursuit to become a classically trained opera singer, did you ever picture this as your role that you would undertake as, in a rock tribute band?
Absolutely not. It's funny because I didn't actually, even though I loved music from a very young age, I didn't think I was going to sing as my career. I actually thought I was going to go into a medical profession until I was about a junior in high school. So when I started applying to colleges, a minister at my church job kind of expressed to me that he thought music was my gift and it would be a shame not to share that. So that's where I got the plug to actually major in music. And so I went on to University of Southern Maine. That's where I got my bachelor's in vocal performance, which is a classical program, and then later Yale Opera. So I got a master's in opera performance. And by no means, I think I would have laughed if someone had suggested that I would end up in a rock tribute band. But it's amazing, and I'm so glad I didn't miss out on the opportunity.
So tell me how the opportunity came about and how you were able to make that transition.
After moving to New York City, which is where I ended up after grad school, to have access to auditions and everything, I quickly ended up in a corporate 9-to-5 kind of lifestyle, and music was very much, taking a backseat in my life just out of necessity. But I was at a work conference in Orlando, and I was actually standing right in front of Cinderella's castle at the time when Adam Clymer, who put the band together, he called me and he told me about his idea for this Pink Floyd tribute. And I thought I probably wasn't going to be the right fit, and it was kind of crazy for me. But, I'm so glad that I took the chance, because I would have missed out on a really life-changing opportunity that brought music back into my everyday life in a really special way.
Is there anything that you're really looking forward to doing? Perhaps a favorite spot that you plan on showing your bandmates? Is there a special trip you're going to make when you're in town?
We don't have a lot of free time. We drive up Friday night and set up on Saturdays pretty much all day. So I don't get to take them on much of a tour, but we are going to stop by Mom and Dad's house for breakfast on the day of the show. So I'm really excited about that.
Is there anything else you want people to know who are heading to the performance, want our viewers to know?
Look out for my feature moment, which is Great Gig in the Sky. I sing a lot of harmonies throughout most of the songs, but Great Gig in the Sky is where I have a 3-minute solo, and I think people will be able to hear my classical opera training in that. That song was actually improvised by Claire Torrey in the recording session, which is astonishing. And as wonderful as her recording is, it's not something I could replicate exactly. So I've made it my own, and now I sing it in a way where I can do it night after night without fatigue or strain or anything like that. And I've become really connected with that song now. We also have a full laser show. So I'm hoping that, if people close their eyes, they're going to kind of hear the sounds from the Pink Floyd touring days of the 70s. And if they open their eyes, they're going to see these incredible lasers. And I think it's going to be a great time.
Well, it sounds like it's going to be a great show. Thanks for hopping on and talking about both the show with us and your journey to being here. So thanks so much, Steph.
Thank you so much for having me.